Hello. Today I'll be introducing a new potential series to my channel called Idiotic Master Plans, where I propose generally bad and idiotic master plan projects. And the first video in this series will be on Copper Mountain. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, if you've been to Copper Mountain, then you likely know that American Flyer is one of, if not the busiest lift at Copper. Even with the 6-person upgrade in 2018-2019 season, from the ancient high-speed quad that used to be there, it still manages to get very busy, which is why I avoid it. To solve this at a low price, I propose adding 2 T-bars parallel to Flyer. This is an absolutely genius idea, increasing the capacity by 2,000 people per hour. And forget about the fact that it's 1.8 miles long. Shh, ignore that. And the trail crossings, just let people dodge the people on the T-bar, or just build massive bridges. When American Flyer opened in 2019, it had a little problem with 2 spots having the chairs pull down the cable so close to the ground that it was a problem. They fixed this by adding 2 towers. Let's undo that. Let's add some optional unload areas, and bam, skip 1/3 of the lift. Genius. If you've heard some news in the skiing world recently, then you know that Steamboat recently opened a top-to-bottom gondola. What if Copper did the same? It would start at Center Village and have a mid-station at the bottom of Rendezvous and continue across the Copper Bowl to the summit of Tucker Mountain. Definitely no problems with putting a high-capacity gondola on some of the most difficult terrain at Copper, which already gets skied out very quickly. Genius. Okay, I'm no snowboarder, but T-bars are one of snowboarders' worst enemies. And how about we just replace Storm King with a high-speed double? Yeah, and about the wind, let's just build a tunnel around it. Let's basically turn it into a semi-elevated, fast magic carpet. This is by far the least crazy project here, but replacing Super B with an 8-person lift, like it says in their master plan. But I want to add a little twist to that. Since the old fixed scripts in this area were called B and B1, they named this high-speed 6 to replace them Super B. So why not call the replacement to Super B the Super Duper B, and paint the terminal in a yellow and black B-like paint scheme? Pitchfork serves a tiny beginner bunny hill, so why not take the old Super B high-speed 6 and replace Pitchfork with it? Yes, good idea to replace the basically empty, tiny bunny hill double with a high-speed 6 that will take 30 seconds to ride around. Very genius. If you've been listening to skiing news in the last year or so, then you should know about what Powder Mountain has done and the controversial decisions that they have made, including taking a section of the mountain that used to be open to the public and then close it, only letting residents of the Powder Haven community ski there. Now let's do that to Copper. The most obvious answer is making Lumberjack and Kokomo resident-only lifts to those living in the Slopeside Lewis Ranch. Since this area of the mountain was the beginner section of the mountain, let's relocate the beginner and learning areas to the Green Acres area. It's definitely gonna be very good. Since Timberline Express is busy even with the 6-person replacement last season, let's put in a high-speed quad on almost every trail. That will help with the lift lines. Trail congestion won't be a problem probably. And induced demand? That won't happen here. Well, Copper has one of the best, if not the best, terrain park in Colorado. But who really thinks it's necessary to make half of a green terrain pod full of jumps, boxes, and rails? What a waste of time, money, and snow. Why not just get rid of the parks and just return it back to being a regular green terrain pod? Why does Copper need the jumps? We can just Veil-lize the terrain park here. Just saying. As you can see here, this is my updated map of Copper Mountain. So you can see here the American Flyer lift, and then next to it are the 2 T-bars. And then up here would be the mid-unload for American Flyer. Right here, where High Point crosses it. And yes, there are a lot of trails that cross the American Flyer pod. So the T-bar would totally not be a problem at all. And then over here is the Tucker Mountain Gondola, which would be cool. And then you got a little mid station. Definitely not a problem with this going up here. Totally not. And then you can see the Storm King replacement with the little double and the and the little cover over it. And then here's the Super Duper Bee, very good name. And then you got the mid unload, and the old 6-person lift is now moved over here to Pitchfork. As you can see down here, you can see the little 6-pack now, and the new beginner zone over here. And then over here you can see that all the parks under Woodward have been removed, and then the Timberline pod is now filled with a lot of lifts, a bunch of high-speed quads, and then the Lumberjack and Kokomo area are now resident-only lifts and a terrain pod. So this is a great master plan. They should totally implement this. And yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you want more videos like this, like and subscribe to Link Skiing. The ski season's almost here. And see you later. Bye.